Hey guys, I'm gonna show you how to replace one of the gears in my garage door which stopped working. It started making that real grindy noise and it just wasn't lifting. I called the supplier, they said there's no spare parts and it's gonna cost me $1,500 to have the system replaced, which started my search for, finding a solution rather than spending $1,500 and ordering to landfill. My garage door opener, it's the Securalift, and that's the model. I already took it off to get a head start, and I can already show you the new spare part which arrived in the mail. And that actually took quite a while to find, but I finally got onto it. And I found it on this website, Garage Systems, and it's the helical gear, and that's the gear number. And here you can see all the models of what it is compatible with. And it looks like that all the latest garage door openers of Securalift are using that gear. So it should work for most models. As you can see, it's $95 plus delivery, and it took 2 or 3 days to get here, which was great. To initially get this cover off, you gotta pop that here open, and you pop the back open, and then there's a screw in here and in here. You loosen those with a long screwdriver, a Phillips head, and the cover will come off. Once the cover is off, it's going to look like this. Make sure you disconnect electricity. And I already gave this a head start, so I don't have to do all the screws again. You see this electrical board? We need to disconnect this plug, and there's 3 screws, but I just screwed it up for a demo with 1 screw just to be a little bit faster. Here we go. So this can just hang there in the meantime. Then you've got the gears here, and again there is 1, 2, 3 screws. I already took 2 off, so I'm just doing this one here for demo purposes. Now here's one really important thing. You got to take the pressure off the chain, because now we're pulling the cog out that drives the chain. So take all the pressure off the chain, disconnect the garage door so there's no pull, and then this should come out fairly easy. Yeah? You could fix it up there on top, but it's a lot easier to do it on a table. So now that we've got all this, you can connect. This can just stay there. You can see this top cover. There's 1, 2, 3 screws. I only did 1 for demo purposes back up, just to save some time. Try to put the screws into piles so you know what screw goes where at the end. These are my 3 screws for this one here. So this one comes off, and this is the gear. Now the gear, initially this one comes out real easy because I already loosened it, but the gear is held on top with one of those springs. Now that spring sits under here and holds in the cog or the gear that it doesn't fall through. So you gotta spread this wide, which is a bit tricky to do, but yeah, with a little bit of patience you will get that out, which then allows you to pop the gear out. Now this is the old gear, and as you can see, where it got stuck, I don't know, can you see that maybe against the table? it's the metal gear cut in a real groove, which means it's not engaging anymore. So this is kind of rubbish now. Hence we've got our new gear. Now and from now on it's basically just reassembling the thing. You put that in here, and you can see here this snake gear drives the other gear, and that's where it got shredded. When this is not moving and that metal gear is moving, the plastic gear gets completely shredded. In order for it to work well, I recommend to put a bit of grease in it. Hence I've got all the towels and stuff around. So there's some bearing grease. I'm just going to put some bearing grease in there, which will make it run a lot smoother and hopefully extend the lifetime until it gets stuck again in another car and we can start this process all over again. So guys, that's pretty much it. Rather than filming the whole assembly, it's just everything in reverse. You put the lid back on, you put that little spring bed in so the gear doesn't fall out. You put that over the top again so it sits tight. Put the spring on, put this on, put it back up with the 3 screws, hook the electricity back up, put the cover back on, plug it in. Happy days. Really a 10-minute job and a lot better than paying $1,500 for a new setup.